cybersecurity awareness. Here are some questions I might ask the consultant to understand how to improve our cybersecurity. 1. What are the most critical cybersecurity risks for a power plant like ours, and how can we identify them? 2. How should we start assessing our current cybersecurity posture and identify the most critical cybersecurity risks for a power plant typically include 1. Unauthorized access to control systems, which could lead to disruptions in operations or safety incidents. 2. Malware and ransomware attacks that can lock down systems or steal sensitive information. 3. Insider threats, where employees or contractors with access might intentionally or unintentionally cause harm. 4. Supply chain vulnerabilities, where third-party vendor security weaknesses can impact your systems. To identify these risks, we conduct a thorough risk assessment, which includes mapping out all the assets and systems within your network, identifying potential threats and vulnerabilities, analyzing the likelihood and impact of different attack scenarios, reviewing current security measures and identifying gaps. Regular audits, monitoring, and staying updated with the latest threat intelligence are also essential to continuously identify and mitigate risks. Would you like to dive deeper into any specific area or know more about the risk assessment process? Thank you for the detailed explanation. Given our limited cybersecurity awareness, I'd like to understand more about the risk assessment process and how it can help us identify and mitigate these critical cybersecurity risks. 1. Can you explain in simpler terms how we can map out all the assets and systems within our network? 2. How do we identify potential threats and vulnerabilities, especially if we don't have extensive cybersecurity expertise in-house? 3. What are some common attack scenarios we should be particularly concerned about, and how do we analyze their likelihood and impact? 4. Are there any basic security measures we should prioritize implementing while conducting the risk assessment? 5. How often should we conduct audits and monitoring? Absolutely. I can break it down step by step. First, to map out all the assets and systems within your network, you can 1. Inventory. Make a list of all devices, systems, and software used in your plant. This includes everything from servers and workstations to field devices and control systems. 2. Network diagram. Create a visual diagram of your network showing how all these assets are connected. This helps in understanding the flow of data and identifying critical points. 3. Categorize. Group the assets based on their function and criticality to plant operations. This helps in prioritizing which assets need the most protection. Second, to identify potential threats and vulnerabilities. 1. Threat sources. Consider who might want to attack your plant, e.g. hackers, insiders, nation-states, and why. 2. Vulnerability scans. Use automated tools to scan your network and systems for known vulnerabilities. There are many commercial and open-source tools available that can help with this. 3. Expert consultation. If you don't have in-house expertise, consider hiring external cybersecurity consultants to perform an assessment. They can provide insights and identify risks you might not be aware of. Third, common attack scenarios include 1. Phishing attacks, where attackers try to trick employees into giving away credentials or installing malware. Here's what I understand. 1. Inventory. We need to make a list of all devices, systems, and software used in our plant, including servers, workstations, field devices, and control systems. 2. Network diagram. Creating a visual diagram of our network will help us understand how these assets are connected and identify critical points. 3. Categorization. Grouping the assets based on their function and criticality will help prioritize which ones need the most protection. Next, to identify potential threats and vulnerabilities. 1. Threat sources. We need to consider who might want to attack our plant and why, such as hackers, insiders, or nation-states. 2. Vulnerability scans. Automated tools